Tom, you're on duty today after Rimo and Pav's shocking performance.
Getting lazy, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're terrible. But anyway, 6-0 win against Ossett United. A clean sheet, 6 different goal scorers. Just how good of a performance was that?
Yeah, to be fair, I don't think it's been our best performance of the season, but it's definitely up there in regards, getting the goals, and the main thing is getting that clean sheet. Big thing today is the crowd that was here today. I think that helped the lads. It spurred them on a bit because they were, to have sort of 1,500 here on a Friday night, and it's absolutely freezing. It's really, it's good for the area and good for local football.
Yeah, you've mentioned a big crowd there. I think it just shows the progress of the club even this season. We had a few Saturday games early in the season with about 250 in, which, it's not really what you want on a Saturday afternoon. Recently the average has been crawling up, and we've been having more of these one-off games where we get a massive crowd in. Just how good has it been to be a part of that, the club growing like that?
Yeah, well, I mean, this reminds. I played here when I was younger, in front of sort of 50 people, and it's absolutely dead. And now, sort of, with the club growing as it is, it sort of does remind me of sort of your clubs like your Scarboroughs and your Farses, how they've sort of progressed, and it's good that it's in a catchment area where there's not that many clubs. So to get the fans that they're getting with a sort of shall we say, a short space of time in the progression of the club is brilliant. So if the fans can keep coming and spur the boys on, that's what we want, really.
And you've mentioned a little bit already about the boost that you think it gave the lads, but just what was it like? I mean, on the touchline and for the players on the pitch, just to see that around you.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to get any instructions across onto the pitch when they've with all the noise and stuff like that. But you can see in how they play, and everyone seems to sort of step up a gear, and definitely every time we've played in front of a big crowd, we've the character of the players, they're not them type of guys that are going to sort of hide, which is testament to them, really.
Yeah, and I'm thinking back to just a couple of weeks ago where we'd had a slightly disappointing draw against Pontefract. We then went on to take us first league defeat since 2019, and everything was a bit low. Since then we've beaten third in the league, dominant performance against Hebburn, now a 6-0 against Ossett United. Just how brilliant has this turnaround been from a little bit?
To be fair, I think we needed that defeat, because sometimes you've got to reset and sort of challenge yourself, because you can get into them comfort zones when you're winning sort of week in, week out. And I do think, and I know that Rimo and Pav and even the players, they know that they'll get into a comfort zone. So when we did lose against Stammers, the sort of the players that managed themselves, they all knew that they got to step it up, and that it ain't going to be an easy ride, and every game's going to be hard. So, and fair play to them, the reaction that they've shown in the past few games, as you've mentioned, has been top draw. So yeah, full credit to them.
Yeah, the rising confidence I think is needed, especially looking at that next test. I've already covered it a bit with Nicky and Jacko. Stockton Town, they've had some big results, they're in great form at the moment, and we've got to go to their place, but surely our confidence is high heading into that now.
Yeah, well, again, you've got to go into treat every game sort of as your last game, and it's going to be your last, and try giving. Everyone's just got to give at least, I don't know, I'm trying to think really. You've just basically got to give your all, and it's going to be like that to the end of the season. And you sometimes you can carry one or two, but I think in this sort of title race, we can't do that. We can't afford to do that. And the good thing is that we've got quality off the bench. So you can see we've carried a few knocks, and Rimo's been very acute in getting some good players in. Connor's been excellent in the past 2 games. Max has come in today for cover for Jordan, and he's done well. Nice and calm, and kicked well and dominated his box and stuff. So that's all you can ask for.